We went out there to help restore water back to certain utilities. Well, the place we went was called Springfield. It was like a township inside of Panama City, or another town beside, but it was merged with Panama City. But small area. They had no water when we first got there, so we spent the first couple of days just locating the hydrants and cutting the trees from around them, so when they turned the water back on, we could flush the system out and get people back in water. But as we're looking for hydrants, we were also encountering lots of people. So we tried to do what we could to help them out as well, maybe cut trees out of the driveway so they could get their cars out to go get groceries, or if we knew the line crews were going to run new electric lines back in, we would cut trees out of the way so there was nothing impeding them from restoring service back to these people. I have never seen devastation like that before. It was unbelievable devastation. Trees. The first thing I noticed were trees. Trees, as we were going out, the trees were all laying to the north. Across the road, trees everywhere. Once we got to a certain area, the trees were laying south. Just crazy stuff we saw. I saw a shed up in a tree, just, you know, a big shed hanging in a tree. It was odd too when you'd see like a slab with what used to be a garage, with all the stuff that would be in your garage, and the garage was gone, but the stuff was still there. It was almost like something just picked that garage up and removed it. We were asking people if they had city water, and a lady told us that she had a well. She didn't have city water, but she said that her well wasn't working. Is there any way we could look at it? We were able to diagnose the issue as an electrical problem with the pump. It was a disconnect, a breaker. And when he reset the disconnect, her well came on, and she was extremely thankful. She shared with us that her water had been off since the date of the storm. And we were there 14, 15 days later. So, you know, being able to restore that water for her was extremely helpful to her. There was an elderly customer that their pole was down in the yard, and we went up to ask them about help. They were working on the pole, and he asked if we could help him stand the pole back up. We dug the hole, we kind of measured out the wire to make sure it was, you know, in the right spot, and we stood the pole up. And those are just some of the things that you'll never forget. You'll never forget those faces. You'll never forget these people. I've never been deployed, and you hear about it and you see it on the news, but I have so much appreciation for what our linemen do. They go out to these mutual aid places, and they're able to help these customers, and they work hard. I've seen it firsthand on this deployment. I've seen the linemen from all over working so hard to get the power back onto these people, and I can only imagine that they feel the same way that I felt, which was very rewarding, that you're able to help people. And we're so lucky to have a company that cares to send us to these places, and to see so many utility workers over there was really a good feeling, because, you know, we train for this. We train for the job that we do year in and year out, and you really don't understand how much that training helps you when you get to the point of, you know, needing it. So I'm very proud of the company. I'm very proud of JEA. I love my job, and I'm glad I could go help. It's a great thing. It's a great thing.